everyone, welcome back. How's everybody doing? I'm really loving this warmer weather, but it's making my sinuses go crazy. And I feel like I have a cold, but I know in just a few days that pollen will settle down and I'll feel much better. But I do have a question to ask at the end of this video about how my Voyages is going. So I'll go ahead and I'll go into the numbers, and then after that, I'll go ahead and ask my question. So as you can see from my sailboat, we're still Voyage 7, Week 8. And this is the amount that we need to pay on this current journey. So we'll jump into line of credit 1. That had a payment of $30, and $16.44 went to interest. That gives $580.70 as being available on that line of credit. Then we have line of credit 2 and 3. Both of those got $125. Line of credit 2 had interest of $17.66, giving it a new balance of $12,168.44, with a new available of $331.56. Then we had line of credit 3 that had $15.85 paid in interest, a new balance of $12,153.80, and then that has $346.20 available. And then we have our line of credit 4 that we're currently using for all our expenses and all our paychecks. So on April 12th, we had $955 applied, and then we took out $507.67 of expenses, giving that line of credit a new balance of $2,206.82. So then we show the paycheck of $955, and this breaks down what that $507.67 expenses were. Then 30 of it was at line of credit 1, 125 was line of credit 2, another 125 for line of credit 3. Then student loan got $162.67 applied, and this is also student loan A and B, and I just combined both of those. The bank got $35, and cash taken out was $30. So the income of $955 was applied to line of credit 4. Then that $507.67 came out. That gave us the cash flow of $447.33 that stayed in that line of credit. And then last week, the balance on that chunk one was $1,141.29. After we applied that $447.33, there's now $693.96 to pay that off. And so from the last 8 weeks, we've paid $2,806.04. Then we'll look at Discover 1 and 2. This week we had no payments, but we will next week be doing a chunk to our Discover 2 balance transfer 2, since that's due on May 23rd, and we have some money available in that line of credit 4 to start chunking towards that amount. And then the only thing that happened to our normal debt was we had student loan A was reduced by $71.05, and we had student loan B reduced by $45.98. The payments to Citibank 1 and 2 was last week, and then next week we'll have Citibank 3 will have a payment to that. And then that brings us to our log, where at week 8 we had $447.33 of cash flow, or what we paid towards the debt. And now $2,806.04 has been paid off. So now in the last 8.5 months, we've eliminated $17,172.59. So currently with this voyage, we are 46% paid off on that. So now on to my question. I was wondering, it's feeling like it's taken a while to pay this Voyage 7 off. I know a lot of it is because of we're doing that line of credit 4, and since I'm not doing as much bill matching, I'm actually running some of the actual bills through the line of credit, which is great to be able to do it that way. But it's just making the cash flow a little bit smaller and taking a little bit longer to pay that off. But I was wondering if I should break it down into just chunks. An example, like right now, the Voyage 7 is chunk 1 and chunk 2, plus this little bit extra, which totals at 6,100. But I was thinking of maybe doing it where Voyage 7 is just the 3,500 of the chunk 1, and then once this amount is paid off, then we go to chunk 2 of the 2,600, and then pay that off as being a Voyage 8 on that. Anyway, I just wondered what you thought about that, because it would be kind of smaller wins and might be easier to follow that. But maybe it's just easier to leave things just as they are. So I was curious what you thought about it. I'm looking forward to your thoughts and suggestions on that. Please ask any questions or make any comments. Also, please like and subscribe to follow this debt reduction journey. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.